So there's a bigoted anti-white racist named Wajahat Ali. This is a man, I guess he's on CNN or somewhere, has a YouTube channel with only a handful of people that are on it. And this guy hates white people. And finally, he has come mask off. Part of a rant on his YouTube channel where he allegedly, or is claiming that he's just trying to troll the MAGA people, but he's telling white people that your mistake was you let us in. We are going to outbreed you people. Your culture sucks and you've already lost. This is how it went.
You have lost. You lost. The mistake that you made is you let us in the first place. See, that's the thing with brown people. I'm going to say this as a brown person. There's a lot of us. Like a lot. There's like 1.2 billion in India. There's more than 200 million in Pakistan. There's like 170 million in Bangladesh. Those are just the people there. I'm even talking about the folks who are expats or immigrants. There's a bunch of us. And we breed. We're a breeding people.
Okay.
And the problem is you let us in 1965. There were a few of us beforehand.
Now notice, this guy, again, pretends he's trolling, but the reality is he hates white people so much he couldn't help himself. Goes mask off, lets you know what his game is, what he hopes to see.
But once you let one of us in, you know what happens with brown folks? Our grandmother comes, our grandfather comes, our uncle comes, our aunt comes, our cousin comes, our second cousin comes, our third cousin comes.
We get it. Your family comes.
Then we have kids, a bunch of kids. And then guess what? Some white women, you know, the Western civilization women, the pure women, the American
Oh, he's really trying to get people mad now.
women, quote unquote, the Rust Belt women, the real women. They like some of us brown folks. We don't take them. They come to us.
Of course, I know quite a few so-called brown women that have married white guys, but, you know, it is what it is, right?
So we're embedded. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. I've traveled this country. I'm going to speak as a brown person. Brown people are everywhere. There will be a Patel motel or there will be a Desi restaurant everywhere.
Blah, blah, blah.
Your story is a shitty story filled with misery.
Here we go. So this guy is, again, unmasking himself. He hates white culture. He hates the wonderful things that white people have done around the globe. Now, he's a radical leftist. He hates white culture, and he wants to see it destroyed. He's just unmasking himself. Again, under the rubric of trying to go after those mean old MAGA types.
It's filled with bland chicken. It's filled with terrible, terrible dry-ass meat. Your music sucks. All your culture sucks. No.
Again, he's trying to claim, I'm not talking about white people in general. I'm just talking about MAGA white people. He's just a racist, bigoted asshole. That's all.
Nobody. That's why the kids like listen to black people and their music. That's why the kids love Latinos. Your parties suck because they're monochromatic. Our parties have better food, better music, better looking women.
So again, this guy tries to pretend that he isn't actually a racist piece of shit and a bigoted douche nozzle, but oh no, he's just going after the MAGA voters. This is from Fox News. Far-left commentator condemns white MAGA voters, declares America will become a shithole without immigrants. Classic weirdo. Wajahat Ali insisted that the browning of America cannot be stopped without disastrous consequences. Well, of course, that's all utter nonsense, but, you know, people like this guy are determined to see the destruction of European culture. It's a leftist wet dream. Podcaster and supposed Substack writer Wajahat Ali raged against white Americans who supported President Donald Trump on Friday, saying that they have already lost the battle for America. Trump recently used a late-night Thanksgiving post on Truth Social to outline what he calls a reverse migration plan, which, again, we should do, by the way. There's no doubt that reverse migration needs to happen, not just for the illegal aliens, but for anyone who came here, even if they got citizenship in the last couple of decades, but haven't proven to be just 100% gung-ho America first. Those people got to get them the fuck out. They don't belong here. Every last one of them, get them out. This is a problem that has been brewing for decades. And really since the 1980s, after amnesty, the Democrat Party saw the opportunity to flood the zone because they realized that if they just get enough people who are desperate and poor and need government assistance, they'll vote for them. But then you got this piece of shit now unmasking himself saying, ha, your culture's doomed. We're going to outbreed you. So Trump's reverse migration plan, definitely a step in the right direction. Now, Ali, who has also condemned white culture as either bland or stolen from others before responding to Trump's comment on his Left Hook podcast saying, "We're not going back. I want all the hate mongers who watch us for this. And I hope they do watch this because I know they hate watch us. You've lost. You have lost. You lost. The mistake that you made is that you let us in the first place. There's a bunch of us and we breed. We're breeding people. And the problem is you let us in 1965. When you listen to what he's saying, this man is so full of TDS and anti-white hate that has been brewing within that shitty soul of his for so long. You could tell there was joy in coming out there and saying it. Now, of course, again, he's trying to claim that it's bad faith, that what he said wasn't really meant for all white people, even though he says white people culture sucks. It's just for those MAGA people. He says the entirety of a bad faith MAGA is sharing an edited clip of the recent rant against white supremacists and anti-immigrant hate mongers and their bland-ass lives and terrible food and pathetic narratives and how they're giant losers. They say I'm anti-white. Nope, I'm just anti-white supremacist. Happy Thanksgiving break, fragile teacups. It never ceases to amaze me when these people have a chance to expose themselves, to show how evil they really are, they do so. But the more that this happens, the more it's going to infuse people who want to save this country with the desire to do just that, to save this country. And indeed, you now have, thanks to the recent killings, you've got Kristi Noem out there calling for the full travel ban on countries flooding the U.S. with their killers, leeches, and entitlement junkies. This is from the Daily Mail. Kristi Noem has revealed her plans for a full travel ban on countries that are sending killers, leeches, and entitlement junkies to the United States after a meeting with Donald Trump. The Department of Homeland Security Secretary did not specify which country she was calling for a ban from in the wake of the attack on the 2 National Guard members in Washington, D.C. She said, "I just met with the president. I am recommending a full travel ban on every damn country that's been flooding our nation with killers, leeches, and entitlement junkies," which pretty much means all third world countries. "Our forefathers built this nation on blood, sweat, and unyielding love of freedom." And by the way, this is what that little piece of shit we saw earlier was complaining and bitching about. He's mad because, again, the jig is up. Now, look, just because the Trump administration says they're going to do something, I need to see more action before I get excited about it. There's a lot of promises being made, a lot of checks that need to be cashed right now. Step in the right direction, at least, but let's see. Now, her plan comes after Trump announced a halt to all immigration from Afghanistan, including decisions on refugee status, in the wake of the attack in the nation's capital on Wednesday. Trump has also vowed to permanently pause migration from all third world countries and announced that immigrants who hail from 19 countries covered by his travel ban will have their cases re-examined, as it should be. And frankly, the vast majority of them should probably head home. I think anyone who takes government assistance, gone. If you are a parasite, if you are an infestor, suckling at the teat of American wealth and prosperity and kindness, they need to be kicked the hell out. Only people who come here and actually benefit the country should be allowed to stay here outside of just visiting. If you're here with a green card, if you're here to become a citizen, then you need to be benefiting the United States in some way. Never taking from our trough. Now, these countries include Afghanistan, Iran, Somalia, Haiti, Sudan, Yemen, Libya, and Venezuela, among others. Some guy named Ramanullah Lakadwal has been named as the alleged gunman. Okay, so this is the killer. The dad of 5 is facing first degree, blah, blah, blah. Now, Biden has long defended the catastrophic withdrawal. Okay. Screw all that. In the meantime, Trump has deployed 2,300 National Guard troops into D.C., and the president ordered an additional 500 troops to deploy following the shooting. So, make no mistake, the more that this goes on, and the more that Trump follows through on his promises to kick these people the hell out, the more his approval rating is going to continue to be bolstered. Saving this country is priority 1, followed directly after that by the economy. But the economy won't matter in the long term if you don't fix the immigration problem. You can't have 20 to 30 million people here in the country illegally, and another 25 to 30 million people, if not more, who are here with green cards, work visas, etc., it's when you're looking at somewhere between 50 and 60 million people in the country who are not citizens living here, that is an untenable, unsustainable model that must be done away with. So we'll see what happens, but make no mistake, this piece of shit right here, the Wajahat Ali, make no mistake, he might be trying to claim now that, oh, I don't mean white people, and that he just meant the MAGA folks, but make no mistake, he hates white people. He's just unmasked himself and his dream of tearing down this country as founded. And make no mistake, if the third world were to overwhelm and destroy the culture of the United States, a lot of these third world countries are not nearly as benign and good as European countries have been. They don't just conquer territory, they annihilate. So we will see, my friends, and we'll keep you posted on how this turns out.